You've probably heard someone at work say they need a personal assistant, someone to handle the tasks that pile up while they're in meetings or asleep. What if that assistant was an AI running 24/7 on dedicated hardware? That's exactly what Perplexity is betting on with their new product called Personal Computer. Not a chatbot, not an app, an actual piece of hardware running an AI operating system. I'm going to walk you through what this thing actually does, what it costs, and whether the productivity claims hold up for people who aren't running enterprise teams. Perplexity claims their enterprise clients completed what would normally take 3.25 years of work in just 4 weeks. That's quite a headline. But here's the thing: enterprise productivity and your productivity are two very different numbers. Let's figure out what this means for someone working alone or on a small team. Because $200 a month is real money. That's $2,400 a year more than most people spend on all their software subscriptions combined. First, let's establish what Personal Computer actually is. It's a Mac Mini, specifically the M4 model, that runs Perplexity's custom AI software around the clock. Unlike your typical chatbot that sits idle until you type something, this system is designed to work proactively. It monitors your files, connects to your apps, and executes tasks on your behalf. The pitch is that this becomes your digital proxy, a term Perplexity uses repeatedly. It's supposed to be you, handling things while you're busy or offline. According to Macworld, the system runs on dedicated M4 Mac Mini hardware that operates 24/7, connecting to both your local applications and Perplexity's secure cloud servers. 9to5Mac reports the system leverages 20 different frontier AI models combined with agentic internet access, meaning it can browse, search, and interact with websites autonomously. What makes this different from running Claude or ChatGPT on your laptop is persistence. The Mac Mini stays on while your laptop sleeps in your bag. This agent can access your files, read your documents, check your calendar, and complete tasks you've delegated, all while you're doing something else entirely. Apple Insider confirms the pricing sits around $200 monthly through a subscription model, with Perplexity Max subscribers getting priority access to the waitlist. For context, Perplexity Max costs $20 a month. So if you're already paying for that, this is an additional 10 times multiplier on your AI spending. The Perplexity blog describes it as a machine that works constantly on your behalf, letting you orchestrate tools, tasks, and files from any device, anywhere. So you're essentially paying for two things: the dedicated hardware running around the clock and access to Perplexity's suite of AI models during the actual work. According to Perplexity's announcement, their tagline is "AI is the computer suggesting the hardware becomes invisible while the intelligence becomes primary." Now, the enterprise claims are where things get interesting, and where we need to apply some skepticism as individual users looking at this product. PIMNTS reported that enterprise clients completed what would normally take 3.25 years of work in just 4 weeks using this system. That's an extraordinary claim. If true, it represents an 80 times acceleration. But let's think about what kind of work produces numbers like that. Enterprise tasks often involve highly repetitive processes: data entry, document processing, compliance checking, things that humans do slowly but AI can parallelize infinitely. If you're a freelancer or small business owner, your work probably isn't like that. You're making judgment calls, having conversations, creating things that require nuance. The system includes security features that Perplexity highlights prominently: required approval for sensitive actions, full audit trails for every session, and a kill switch for immediate control. This is important because you're giving an AI persistent access to your digital life, emails, files, potentially financial information. That's a significant trust decision. The audit trail feature means you can see exactly what the AI did, when it did it, and why. Think of it like having security cameras for your digital assistant's actions. 9to5Mac notes that Personal Computer is currently only available through a limited waitlist, with no confirmed general availability date announced yet. That limited availability could mean the product is still being refined, or it could be artificial scarcity to drive demand. Probably a bit of both, honestly. If you're curious about getting access, Perplexity Max subscribers reportedly get priority on the waitlist. That's $20 a month for their premium search product. But here's my honest take. $20 to evaluate Perplexity's AI before committing to $200 makes sense. You should know if you like their approach first. The Mac Mini requirement is another consideration. If you don't already own one, you're looking at around $700 in hardware before the subscription even starts. So your first-year cost is actually closer to $3,400, $700 for hardware plus $2,400 in subscription fees. That's a real investment. For that money, you could hire a virtual assistant for several hours a week, or subscribe to a dozen different AI tools, or invest in training that makes you faster yourself. What Perplexity is really selling is autonomy that AI works without you being present. That's fundamentally different from tools that require your active input. The question is whether your work actually benefits from that. Some jobs like monitoring, processing, and updating absolutely do. Others need you in the loop. Before signing up for anything, audit your own workflow. Grab a notebook and write down every task you do in a week that meets two criteria. Criterion 1. The task is repetitive and doesn't require your creative judgment. Criterion 2. You'd be comfortable delegating it to a capable stranger. If your list is long and full of tasks like compile weekly reports from 5 data sources or monitor competitor prices and alert me to changes, this product might genuinely help. If your list is short or full of tasks requiring nuance like draft client proposals or make design decisions, the value proposition weakens considerably. I've seen a lot of AI products promise to revolutionize productivity. Most of them deliver incremental improvements, not transformations. That doesn't mean this product won't work. It means you should calibrate your expectations based on the actual tasks it will handle for you. The 20 frontier AI models mentioned by 9to5Mac suggest Perplexity is routing different types of tasks to specialized models using the right tool for each job. This is actually smart architecture. A model optimized for code writing differs from one tuned for document summarization or web research. Whether that translates to noticeably better results than using a single model like Claude or GPT remains to be seen once more users get access. Here's my practical recommendation. Don't be an early adopter on this one unless you have a very clear use case that matches what they're offering. Wait for real user reviews, not enterprise case studies, not influencer partnerships, actual people who paid their own money and used it for months. The enterprise numbers 3 years of work in 4 weeks come from controlled environments with specific task types. Your mileage will absolutely vary. If you do decide to try it eventually, start by delegating low-stakes tasks. Let the system prove itself before giving it access to anything sensitive. The kill switch and audit trail features suggest Perplexity understands the trust problem. They know you'll be nervous about autonomous AI access to your digital life. Those features exist because they have to. An AI agent without accountability would be a liability nightmare for both the company and the user. Read the terms of service carefully before signing up. Understand what data the system accesses, where it's stored, and what happens if the company shuts down. The system's connection to Perplexity's secure servers means your data does leave your Mac Mini. It's not purely local processing, which has privacy implications worth considering. For some users, lawyers, healthcare workers, financial advisors, that data handling could create compliance issues. Check with your compliance officer before proceeding. For everyone else, it's a personal judgment call about how much you trust Perplexity with continuous access to your work life. My suggestion, if your current productivity tools work reasonably well, this probably isn't the moment to switch to something this expensive and unproven. But if you're genuinely drowning in repetitive tasks and have the budget, get on the wait list and keep watching for those real-world user reviews. If you found this helpful, subscribing helps us keep making honest assessments of AI tools, and we've got more like this coming every week. Here's your homework. Spend 15 minutes this week listing every task you delegate to an AI if it could work independently. That list will clarify what you actually need. Some of those tasks will have existing solutions that cost far less. Others might justify a premium product, but you won't know until you actually audit your workflow. Perplexity's personal computer represents a bet on a specific future one, where AI agents run continuously on dedicated hardware, handling work autonomously. That future may be coming, but whether it's coming next month or next decade and whether this specific product is the right way and remains genuinely uncertain. $200 a month is a serious commitment. Make sure you understand what you're buying before you buy it. Until real users share real experiences, the enterprise productivity claims are marketing, not evidence. And your workflow probably isn't an enterprise workflow. That's your honest assessment of Perplexity's personal computer. We'll keep watching this space and update you when those real reviews start coming in. Thanks for listening to AI Tools That Work. We'll see you in the next one.